It's been at 1:06 in extra time. Pedro Porro floats in the ball and Nico Williams gets the header. Then he heads it back and Ferran Torres doesn't miss. 16 years after their first one, Spain are World Cup champions. But the goal isn't the story. The goal is the result of the story that started 90 minutes earlier. Spain beat Argentina 1-0 after extra time in a final that looked tight, tense, and cagey, until the 1:06 minute. But here's the thing. It wasn't actually that close, not by a long way. Let's get into why. Starting off with the setup. Scaloni made 3 changes from their original 11 with Rodrigo de Paul, Nico Gonzalez, and Montiel all starting. Gonzalez looked to be an outlet for Argentina when they were on the ball as he looked to go 1v1 against Pedro Porro, while de Paul and Montiel was used to shore up the right-hand side. Here is Gonzalez going up for Pedro Porro after a long ball. And now let's talk about de Paul and Montiel. Watch de Paul here. He's tasked to help out to track Cucurella's movement and runs, and here he is keeping an eye on him on the right side of Argentina's defense, while Montiel steps out to add a second body to that side. And centrally, Olmo and Ruiz, the 2 players who normally rotate into that pocket to combine with Cucurella, try to get picked up as well by the rest of the Argentina defense. But that's how the first half went, mostly, with Argentina looking to press high at times at the start to disrupt the rhythm of Spain, but it was easily bypassed by Spain. So mostly they went in that low block. And at times when Argentina did press, they tried to go long to Yamal, but then they were able to control the center through Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Olmo. And when Argentina were playing in that block, they were able to play through them if Argentina didn't control the space, as we can see in the sequence where it was a 4v3 and the ball wound up to Mikel Oyarzabal, who hit it straight at Emiliano Martinez. And noticing this, in the second half, Scaloni put on Paredes to act as an anchor in their build-up. But they still couldn't beat the Spanish press. And then they tried to press higher at times too, but Spain were able to find the open man inside and the game started to open up. When Argentina did beat the Spain pressure, they had little to no outlet up front. Here with Messi surrounded by 3 players in Argentine colors who didn't have the pace to beat the Spanish defenders. Soon, Argentina began to set deeper and deeper again in the block before De La Fuente changed and put on Ferran, Nico, and Pedri, seeing this to use their creativity in the final third. And then the game continued before the deciding moment of Enzo's red card. He had already been booked prior because of a player complaint to the referee for a free kick he didn't get. And then he went full speed towards Cubarsí and didn't win the ball. The referee had no choice but to send him off. After this, it was a game of 10v11, where Spain would continue attacking and Argentina defended with what they had. Martinez had to be called into action to make a fine save here against Lamine Yamal at the end of full time from a free kick. And then extra time happened. A disallowed goal from Spain and another good save from Martinez from a Williams header. And then the second extra time started and then the breakthrough happened. Porro found an extra space as Yamal was double covered and floats in across for Nico Williams, and he heads it back for Ferran, and there was the breakthrough. And now we're back in the opening frame. Spain were on the verge and Argentina tried to pull back, but aside from some free kicks and corners, they couldn't threaten with 10 men. Now let's look at the stats. It really wasn't that close. The final possession showing 65% and 35% for Argentina, while 65% for Spain. The total shots 20-2, shots on target 12-0, and expected goals 2.29 for Spain and 0.20 for Argentina. That's not a close game by the underlying numbers. That's one of the most one-sided finals of the modern era statistically, and yet it stayed level until the 106th minute. So, what to make of that performance? Argentina fell into their own trap of not to lose mentally against the superior Spain side who weren't afraid of the moment. And so that's where we are now. Thanks to Ferran Torres, Spain wins their second World Cup in 16 years, while Messi and Argentina couldn't go back-to-back and fail at the final hurdle. This historic Spanish team, with the best defense conceded with only 1 goal and another top performance from Luis de la Fuente's side, to what has been an exhilarating World Cup. That is it for the breakdown of the final. I'm the third runner. Like and subscribe for more Hidden Plays breakdowns.